Hey, 241 to 245.
Hello and welcome to a very unexpected travel video. I somehow manifested a first prize win in a raffle at my local indie wrestling show. Shout out to Power Pro Wrestling in Glenrothes. We won a trip to Newcastle, and here's how it happened.
Okay, we're moving on to now our first prize, which is our tickets to WWE Live in Newcastle plus an overnight stay at a 4-star hotel just 300 yards away. Please. Hey, 241 to 245.
Bueller? Oh, that's me!
Fast forward to October. Our bags were packed and we were ready to head from Edinburgh on a train down to Newcastle upon Tyne. We grabbed ourselves a meal deal and got settled in for the 80-minute train journey. And God, was it busy when we got there. So we did the right thing and got out of the station as soon as possible and set our sights on finding the first pub. Get ourselves a little bar lunch before we found our hotel. Thankfully, we didn't have to look far, because just across the road from the station was the Victoria Comet, a Nicholson's pub. We went in, ordered some sides, 3 sides for I think £16, and a couple of beers. The place had a nice feel. It was like a little bit classier than your standard Wetherspoons, but I imagine it's still a chain. We tried out the nachos, the fish goujons, and the halloumi fries, which were amazing. The Paulaner Munich Hill was alright. I think I've definitely had it better in bottle, but it was definitely a nice refreshing drink to have after a few hours of travel. Once we were properly fed, it was now time to set back out on the town and look for our first proper craft beer joint. So we found ourselves walking down this close that had some amazing street art. It's one of the things I've always loved about Newcastle, is some of the cool artwork you'll find around town. I knew we were close to the bar when we saw that Stuart Brewing van pull away, and right enough, tucked underneath a bridge is the excellent Bridge Tavern. As you can see, the bar has a great cosy vibe to it. It's like a cross between Cheers and an old library. They have 10 casks and 7 kegs to choose from. It is great to walk into a bar and have this much choice of beer to choose from. They had all these cool tanks up at the back of the bar. I had to go have a quick look, almost like a museum. And of course an upstairs bar. You go upstairs for the toilets and you pass this super cool bar. Imagine when the place is busy on a Friday or at the weekends, there's plenty of places to go find a cool nook to drink a beer in. So this is me trying the Wylam Brewery's luscious pale ale. It was nice, creamy, sweet beer. I was honestly glad that we found time to come here, and of course the bathroom windows were covered in stickers, so we just had to leave one of our own. Once we had finished our drinks, we decided to go for a little sightseeing and walked down to the River Tyne, walked across to the Millennium Bridge and stopped on the quayside and had a look at the iconic 3 Bridges. From there we hopped into an Uber and headed across to the Leonardo Hotel. Next up, we went back on the street looking for Beer Street, a micro pub that is situated underneath the arches of the Newcastle railway station. It was absolutely heaving downstairs, so I can only show you images of that, but thankfully, upstairs was nice and quiet. Me and Mags had the space to ourselves. I mean, look at the cool paint job on that ceiling. It's definitely a cool little place. I would have loved to have stayed there for a wee while and had a few drinks, but I had a chance to try Polly's Fallen Levels IPA, which was a nice, creamy, hazy drink. Then we fired into the Telegraph to grab a little food before the wrestling. They had these amazing Birra Moretti painted barrels. I wanted to roll one away with me, but I did get to try Anarchy Brewing Co.'s Blonde Star Blonde Ale. Now, I'll freeze frame it here because it was terrible. I'm not sure what went wrong. It was on keg and it tasted like peanuts and popcorn. There's something definitely not right with that brew. Next up was our pizza. It looked like a frozen pizza. The base was solid and the toppings were scalding hot. So we ate what we could and marched on to the arena for the wrestling. The place was heaving, as you could imagine. Lots of excited families, people there shouting catchphrases, and I mean, just as we sat down for the show to begin, some poor bugger spilt their drink down my back. But that didn't take away from the experience. It was great to see the likes of Jey Uso, Gunter, Shinsuke Nakamura, DIY, lots of wrestlers, and yes, return of Birra Moretti as I grabbed an overpriced pint to enjoy outside whilst my wife was having a quick smoke. Then we returned from our intermission, got to see the likes of Randy Orton, LA Knight, and of course that steel cage match to finish the show with Cody Rhodes going against Solo Sikoa. Overall, it was a highly entertaining 3-hour show. I haven't been to a WWE house show in close to maybe 2 decades, so getting to go again with my wife was brilliant. So the following morning, we packed our bags and headed back to the railway station. I had been told that there was a craft beer bottle shop located inside the train station, so I was very much excited to go in there and find it. Situated on platform 12, Wobbly Aleways appears to be an absolute stellar bottle shop, but unfortunately it was closed on this occasion. We were there around Wednesday at 1 o'clock, so it should have been open, but it wasn't to be on this occasion. So other than that, that is our Newcastle adventure. If you enjoyed this video and want us to make more, please consider liking the video, leaving a comment. Maybe there was like a good brewery, pub that we missed. I'm open to suggestions. I'm more than happy to go back to Newcastle. If you enjoy our work, let us know. Cheers!